Okay, so I'm going to share another dream that I had and a message at the end of the dream. So the dream happened on November the 7th of 2024, and it starts off like this. So, excuse me, I was dreaming that I was on my way to an appointment. And when I get to the appointment appears to be at a hospital or a clinic, doctor's office, some kind of medical facility. And it's very chaotic, very busy. It didn't dawn on me in the beginning of the dream that when I got to this appointment, it appears to be all women, nurses, doctors, and all the patients were females. And so while I'm sitting in the waiting room, like I said, it's very chaotic, women everywhere, all different age groups, mostly young, but different age groups. And while I'm sitting in the waiting room, I realize I need to go to the restroom. So when I go down the hallway to the first restroom, it's a long line, females everywhere. Can't really get into the restroom, but as you see that when you get to the restroom, there's a line partially out the door. You can look inside and you see females everywhere and a group of females waiting for a stall. So I stood there for a second. Then I was like, okay, I can't wait. So I'm going on a mission to find another ladies' room. And I go down the hallway and there is another ladies' room. And as I get to the ladies' room, as I'm opening the door, young lady's coming out of the restroom. So when I get into the restroom, there's a whole group of females in there, but they're standing around talking. And I realize that there are some stalls that are open. So I go into one of the empty stalls and the toilet is a mess. The seat is a mess. Blood all over the seat. So I'm like, okay, I need to clean this. I can't just use this toilet. It's nasty. So I'm looking around for something to clean the toilet seat. And all these females are still standing there talking. And as they're talking, it's a lot of male bashing happening. A lot of negative talk about men. Men aren't this, men aren't that. They are horrible. They mistreat you. All kinds of comments. And my mission is to find the cleaning products, clean the toilet, use the restroom, and get the heck out. So I'm trying to ignore them, still looking for this cleaning stuff. So I'm going into the stall I find some stuff. I'm going into the stall to clean the toilet. The man bashing continues. And I don't remember exactly what this one young lady said, but she said something so horrible and negative about men. And all the females that were standing there were in agreement. They started agreeing with her. And I just remember hearing myself go, nope, nope, nope. And I tried to stop myself, but I couldn't. The words just came out of my mouth. Nope, nope, nope. We're not going to do that. We are not going to blame men. We are not going to stand here and put all the blame on men. You need to be held accountable. You need to take responsibility. So this is what I'm starting to say to all these young ladies that are standing there having this conversation about men. And this is what I said to them, that what you're saying is not true. You are in control of your own actions. All you had to do was say no. You could have kept your legs closed. You don't have to blame men for your behavior. Choose better. Use common sense. Use discernment. Don't keep blaming men for what you are responsible for doing. And then the next thing I say to them is, you know a lie when you hear it. So if a man is saying something, you can tell when it's true and when it's not true. So take accountability for your own actions. Stop blaming men. And I finish having my response to them, and I tell them stop blaming the men for their failed results. And at this point, no one says anything, no response. They just stand there in shock as if they'd never heard this said to them before. And as I'm leaving the restroom, like, that's it, I'm done. I'm leaving the restroom. I go to open the door and I hear God say something. And he says two things. One, now that you've heard this truth, you will always be convicted in your spirit. You will never be able to claim that you are a victim. And the second thing he says is, anyone, older females, who has told you these untruths, that it's the men's fault, that you can blame the men for the behavior that you've participated in, that these older females, God's holding them responsible as well. They will also be convicted. They will also be held accountable for these lies. So at this point, you've heard the truth.